All right, here we go. Let's do this. What is this called? Weekly workout, okay? So we got an 8-ball that's right at this intersection right here between this diamond and this third diamond. And then this is at the kitchen line, right on the middle of it, and then about a halfway. So it's a funny spot for the 8, and then we got the 9 here. There's a couple different shots we can shoot. We're gonna hit them both. So let's start with the draw shot. We're gonna draw it back. We're just gonna like draw it back and pull it down without getting too close to that rail. And so this is like a zone that's fine. As we get frozen on the rail, it's less fine. It's pretty bad. It's kind of bad. And then scratching is obviously terrible. And then if we just hit it way thick and end up here, then we got to flip a coin on which pocket to hit it in. So those are sort of the bad outcomes. The good outcome is just to pinch it back and end up in this zone right here. So let's use our little marker to kind of help us. We're going to come across, so we're going to aim for this area right here, okay? That's where we want to shoot the 9 from. Let's just say that. So can we get there first off with a draw shot? I think we can. Yep. And then we look and we overcut it, which makes sense. Shoots the cue ball out through the line, keeps the energy on the cue ball. So we went through our zone instead of floating into our zone. Missed a shot, hit it too thin. So we'll do it again. We're gonna go for a thicker shot now. Just a small adjustment. Now we're getting closer. It was slower on the cue ball, meaning not quite racing over there, just barely missed it thin. Hit it again. There we go. And then we look and say, okay, well, that's great. That's better than this area. So we could change it, right? We could move our thing, or we could leave it there and say, when we catch it a little more pure, we're gonna come down across. And I kind of like that. What happens when you're playing, I always play and practice and train for shitting my pants mode, that I'm gonna be in that spot at some point. So if I can sort of get okay with that, meaning this is kind of my shit my pants position. If I decelerate, if I tip up, if I worry about scratching, if I'm playing, if I'm worried about rattling the ball, this is kind of where we're gonna end up. If I pure it and I get loose and pure, it's gonna come here. So let's try for pure, but accept the lesser outcome. Like that. See, now we came across. Totally fine, okay? I didn't have to dig that one. I didn't have to hit it super thick. I didn't have to jam it into the facing. I didn't have to like have a super pure stroke. I didn't have to do anything special there, and I ended up in my zone, okay? So we're just gonna hit it, and we're gonna look at the difference between the shots and see, we're together. Did I hit it pure? Did I hit it okay? And we're seeing that on almost every miss I had was overcut. So we're good with that. We know that we got to hit a little thicker. And then we notice what happens when we overcut it. It shoots off, it stays on the top side of this piece of dots, and it doesn't come back like a thick, the draw doesn't catch as much. The draw slides off the 8-ball and goes towards the side pocket. So we're just looking, right? We're looking at the physics, we're looking at the geometry, we're looking at the angle and the physics, and we're looking at the thickness first. So we'll do it again. We got to thicken it up. And we like it. We thickened it up. We ended up hitting the point right here. Rattled. Got in the zone we wanted. We actually hit in kind of more of the pure zone, which is back here. So we like it. Now we don't need to hit it that thick, but we like everything else. Biomechanically, I got no problems with what's happening right now. It's more just an issue of thickness, okay? So try it again. Okay, there we go. I like that. I like that shot right there. I wasn't having to hit super low on the cue ball. I wasn't have to like dig it back to get it to come back. Everything was good. I didn't have to like force it into the facing. That was just a kind of a nice, smooth, easy shot. So let's see if we can hit 2 in a row. Okay, and now I'm liking that. I'm comfortable. I'm just comfortable. People always talk about being uncomfortable. I guess what I'm saying is I am comfortable. Like I'm comfortable with the shot now. Okay, so now I'm warming up. I don't know how many I've hit. 10 maybe. I've maybe made 50% of them if I was counting. It's totally good. And now we're gonna refine and go back to the spot. Refine meaning we're just gonna dial in and just, we found the strike, we found the thickness, we found the stroke. I have a good connection to what's happening, and I'm good. Like I'm trying to hit shots now and see if I can just make it and just have it come to my zone. There's nothing more to really do. And then the only other thing that I'm doing is I'm specifically shooting the 8 and 9 over because this is an end game and I'm visualizing. I'm doing some visualization work, okay? Oh, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret. I am completely out of the moment right now. I am just losing my moment. So let's try again, okay? We're gonna and when I'm losing the moment like this, just when I'm lost, right? I'm lost, I'm spraying the ball around the table. Now I just need to go back to thickness. That's my safe place. That's what helps me get back into the moment, is that I know that I gotta stay, I'm way behind the cue ball, meaning all my thoughts are back here with this and this, everything that's in my life. And I just, my thoughts need to be in front of the cue ball and they need to be at this overlap in this collision. So let's try it. I like it. I like it. Because it's not about the result of the shot. It's about where was I at when that cue got released. And I replay the shot and I go, I like where I was. Like, I like it. So now we're going to go back. We're going to focus on the collision, meaning the thickness, the overlap. And it's good. Okay. So now we're going to do a few more because it's cool. I want you guys to watch what happens when I lose the moment and how do I find it again, right? And I find it by going back to my process of thickness and being forward of the cue ball. And it's close. I like what's happening. I like what's happening. I'm not spraying the ball anymore. I'm real close. Okay. Overcut. No problemo. Man. Struggling. It's not an easy shot. Okay. Try it again. I like it. I like it. That is called cinching the ball, okay? And see, remember what I said about five minutes ago? I said this zone up here is where I'm losing my confidence, okay? So I'm hitting this shot and I've lost my confidence. And so because I've missed a bunch of them. So my confidence is getting low. I'm starting to I'm not like doubting everything. I know how to get to where I am, and I'm excited about what's happening. I like when I lose my confidence, especially when I'm training, because then I can use this situation to gain it again. But doesn't really matter. I'm going to explain how I get my confidence back in a second. But what I'm showing you is when my confidence gets lost, the tip comes up, the deceleration happens, and it stays in this zone, okay? This is the confidence zone. This is the unconfident zone, okay? So, I need to lock in on the 8-ball. My eye pattern is off. And that's why I'm hitting it softer, because I'm gonna have to power down on this shot in order to solve my eye pattern. So basically what I'm saying is, at Derby, okay, Derby, there's a drinking game. That's all I talk about. It's the only tournament I play, so that's all I'm going to talk about, okay? It's not like I can say, oh, and I was playing XYZ for gambling for a 10 ahead for $500. No, $200. What would I play for? I'm kind of like a $200 to like $500 player if I was to play in a headset. I'm a nit. Okay, so anyways, what I'm saying is, the takeaway from Derby, and this, I'm really glad I'm training this, and I'm struggling because when you're drawing a ball off at an angle, it can kind of cause issues, visually. So what happened at Derby was I was flinching and I was coming out of the shot before I hit it, and I was hitting and closing my eyes, and my eye pattern was bad. So now we're coming back with the locked eye pattern. And now we're improving it, right? So as I understand what's going wrong, here's my cinch, here's my cinch shot. Here's my little better shot. Here's my little better shot. We're starting to gain better position because I'm starting to be able to realize, okay, go to my worst possible scenario shot and make it happen. And then once I can build while I'm training from my worst possible scenario shot, this ball will start moving towards there. And now see it start moving towards the 9 now. And the thing is that I'm so excited. Thank you guys for being here with me and watching this training. Is that now, see, I'm gonna tell you that this is confidence. As it moves here, my confidence is building, basically, okay? And my lock on the 8-ball is better because now I've made 4 in a row or whatever it is. And I'm starting to build my confidence on the make, and I'm starting to build my position is starting to increase. And it's all from going slower, see, now we're close. Now we're money. See that? That's cool. So now we're moving down and we're getting more confidence. And now we're all of a sudden hitting pure shots where you guys were ready to give up on me and stop. You guys were ready to jump off the wagon, weren't you? Weren't you? I know you guys, all you results focused people. You were saying, what's wrong? What's happening? This dude is terrible. Unsubscribe. And I'm saying, this is fun. This is awesome. This is how we build our shot back in real life. And the thing for me, it's this connection. I have to get connected. And the way for me to get connected, the way I went from spraying it around and missing to now I made 5 or 6 in a row, and I've slowly built back to my pure shot intentionally. It's not an accident. What I'm saying is the way that happens is for me by identifying the key element. Okay, I'm assessing what's going wrong. I'm looking at what's happened in the past. I'm going back to an important time in my life when I was struggling at Derby and I was struggling on a similar shot. And I say, okay, I remember when I left Derby, I was like, I need to go home and train my eye pattern basically. And this is an eye pattern issue to correct the issue. Because it's like, and when I say about eye pattern, I mean, I have to pause at the cue ball on your last stroke and then lock. Pause and then send. See, I'm just kind of floating and poking and hoping and flinching and moving. And so for me, I have to pause, and there's like a a half beat that I'm missing in my eye pattern before I shoot. And this is my thing. It doesn't have to be your thing, but this is what I'm working on. So you find out what your thing is and you work on your thing. But this is what I'm working on. Down, 1, 2, pause, half beat. Perfect. See that? That's what I'm trying to do. And the thing that I'm super excited about and proud about is I can do it while I'm talking to you guys. That shows me that if I can do it with that much distraction, it's working. It's a good decision. It's money. Okay, so that was a pure shot while I was talking to you guys and explaining exactly what I was doing during a pause. So that's good. All right, now let's switch it up. We don't want to go to that. We want to go to that zone in a different way. Okay. Let's just use the same ball. Is fine. I don't know. Maybe we don't like the draw shot for some reason. Maybe it's another few inches down. Whatever. Let's come to this thing. We want to hit a different shot. Now, just for funsies, we're going to go forward and see if a natural rolling ball gets us there. And it does. It gets us right into our zone, okay? I overcut it a little bit, which means that it might, if I hit it thick, come out on that line. So we'll see. We're just checking the line. We're a line check, right? We're doing a line check. All right. We're going to try to hit it. We're going to move this line to like this, okay? We're going to try to come in that way. Okay, center pocket, high ball. Okay, well, super thick. Had a little unintended right on it. Scraped my cue on the nameplate. Can't get used to the table. Try it again. Okay, eye pattern, what? See, now we're not gonna take 8 missed shots to figure it out. Now we know. Oh, I forgot what we were working on. I forgot what was getting me locked in. And I'm good with that. And I'm good with that because I don't care that it didn't go in. I was locked. That's all that matters. My aiming process, my eye pattern, whatever you want to call it, the thing that I'm working on, I did at 100%. It's irrelevant, the outcome. Because if I just hit it a fractionally thicker, it would have been perfect. Okay, so now I'm just all in on trying to pocket the ball. The shape is the shape. I look back, I replay the shot in my head, and I think, okay, I put a little unintended inside on it, so we're gonna hit it again. And I know that that's a tendency that I have, is to spin it, hit a little right unintended. So I'm gonna go back, lock in, and try to hit center. This time center, that's what I'm trying. Okay, and that looks pretty center. So let's try it again. It's possible that that is my center high strike because that one didn't have any English on it. And it might be that I need to whisper a little outside or a little bit of, yeah, outside, a little bit of left to go to that spot. Let's see. This has enough angle. I'm a little concerned that I'm hitting inside on it, but let me see. Let me try it again. See, that's what I think it should look like because there's no outside spin on that. And with this angle, I think it should look more like that, right? And that was pretty center of the pocket, I think. It wasn't too thick. So we're just trying to find that spot. I don't know why we want that spot. We're just trying to find it. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, see? I put a little whisper on that in my head. Now, whether or not it was actual left English, I don't know, but it seemed like it. That was my whisper of left, and it actually got me on the far side of the ball. So maybe I don't need that much of a whisper. Maybe I just need a thinking amount. Thinking of left. Now that's inside. Now, where I thought I was hitting the cue ball and where I hit the cue ball was only about 2 tips apart. So that's cool. Let me try it again. Try it again. Okay. Got a lot going. This is a tough shot for me all of a sudden. Let's do it. There we go. That was nice. And I hit the nameplate, and I regrouped, and I stayed real loose. That's what got that to happen. So I'm looking at the physics, I'm looking at the geometry, I'm looking at the biomechanics, I'm coming across the ball, I'm inside English, so I'm twisting, I'm doing crap, and I'm fixing it. So I'm just trying to fix it. We're gonna fix it to that white spot again. Same deal. Okay, and that's like a kick out. I can kind of feel it and see it, and it's a cool shot. It's a tough shot for me. A, it's tough because it's tight pocket, it's a long ways away. B, I'm talking. C, I got a tendency to do some flaws in my stroke. I'm starting to think about that. I got to let go of it. We're going to go back to just what I talked about before, which is I kind of got a lot of technical behind the cue ball, which is fine. I'm just practicing. It's totally good. So now I'm going to try to get ahead of the cue ball, trust, and try to find my way to that spot by making the adjustments. Okay. Little inside still, but nice, clean pocket drop, as he says in The Hustler. I like it. Okay, we're close. That was very close. Okay, that was just slop hitting it. Kind of lost the moment in my head again. So let's go back. And then I got to make it simpler, right? I got to make it simpler. I can't make it all the way here at this point because I've lost the shot. So now I want to pocket it, and I just want that ball to come off the rail without inside. So that's my goal. Hit the ball, pocket it, have it come off the rail without right English on it. Okay, closer, closer, closer. I like it. Still not great, but still a little coming across the ball with a little left, right. Still not great, but I like it. That was a good, nice, solid attempt. That was, I don't know, thin, I think. Okay, try it again. Okay, I'm gonna have to let go of it, a lot of things, and just go with pause, connect, thickness. There we go. Yep, that's it. That's the kind of correction I'm looking for. Even if it's a little steery, even if it's a little wonky, I like it, right? Because I got it to go in the middle. First of all, we got to start making the ball, right? We can't be spraying the ball around, brah. So try it again. Okay, I like that. Close, 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 close. A little thin. Hit it again. Okay. Closer. Not bad. Oopsies. Okie dokie. Okay, I found it. The connection. I lost the connection and I found it. And what did I find on the connection? Just less behind the cue ball, more in front of the cue ball, less long stroke, more accurate strike, more just like pushing the button and pushing that 8 in. Like that. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. The cue ball, I'm not so concerned about the cue ball. I'm more concerned about the connection and the strike on the 8 to make it right now, because I lost the 8 and I'm spraying it. So I'm trying to find it again. Remember, we lost it a little minute ago, and now we're trying to find it on this shot. Yep, and now we found it much closer. And what I did, okay, so for me, you got to find out what works for you, of course, right? But for me, it's compressing my stroke. When I get really long on my stroke, I get a little wild, I get a little sprayy, whatever. But if I compress my stroke, meaning I have a little shorter lever with some acceleration, it's like I find the right accurate stroke. Loose, shorter lever, accelerate. Like that, see? Now I'm making them, and that's what I want. I want to make them. I can add a feather of left on this thing, but I have to make a few in a row before I start worrying about coming here versus here. So I think I made a 3 or so in a row, and I just want to get this shot down and find the make and find the correction and hit them, okay? And I'm hitting a super consistent shot, right? Every single time it's hitting and coming right here. That's because I let go of the outside because it was causing me problems and I was missing the ball. And I had to find the make and I had to find the strike I like. And now I'm on the right speed. I'm on the right thickness. Everything's good. I'm on the right feeling so I can let go of my biomechanics, my like behind the cue ball stuff. And we can just keep trying. And we can start working it over, inch by inch. That shot was probably 1 inch, oh sorry, it helps when I hit it with the stick. It was probably maybe a half an inch over towards here. And I'm going, oh, okay, we gotta eat dinner. I'm coming over half inch at a time. I'm patient, right? I'm in it for the long game. I got a podcast that's probably coming out before this. You're gonna remember, I gotta get all this straight in my head. I'm in it for the long game. I'm trying to get there. I got all the time in the world, even though I gotta go to dinner right now. My kid just gave me the eat sign. And I'm not quite able to get the right amount of right on it. You give me 2 more shots and I'm gonna hit that paper. Got a lot of pressure on me. Mom's spaghetti's in the oven. Palms are sweaty. It's like the Philippines, like I say up in this bee. So let's see, can I do it this time? No. Okay, I told you one of these two. I got one left. I'm gonna hit this pad. That was so close. Don't tell Irene. I want to hit it before I go in. You guys. Okay, I'm close. I'm so close. I can get there. This is not impossible. Results focused. Boom, I can go have dinner. Awesome. I love you guys. See you, bye.